Hey, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakwadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give whatever honor to the apostles of great millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the I came across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, videos edifying. Lord willing, brothers, get some friends of video. Basically, what this is going to be about is payback that America is going to receive. You know what I mean? And the cities who had us captive and the people who had us captive are going to receive, man. You know what I mean? Because although we were, it was said that we were going to go into captivity, under the heathen, they really showed their true hatred, for Jake. You know what I mean? You just had a Moabite, out here actually, and he kind of made some remarks on how he felt. He said that this is the no N-word zone. You know what I mean, and things of that nature. So people are getting a lot more proud now. People are getting a lot more bold now. Okay, because we're approaching the end. Okay, but at the end, not only is his word standing, but prophecies are going to come to pass. And what heathens must realize is that, and what we Akim must realize is that these people are going to have to serve us. And whatever you plant is going to grow. Whatever you reap, you know what I mean? Whatever you did, whatever, they did to us, it's going to be repaid back, period. This is Baruch 4. I'm going to start at, I'm going to start at 18. It says, Baruch 4 and 18, it says, "For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. Now the Most High have brought these plagues upon us, because ultimately we went off. We didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. So it was curses that we were going to receive if we didn't follow the law, statutes, or commandments. And one of the curses was going into captivity. Okay? It says, Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, my children, cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power in the hand of your enemies. And crying unto the Lord is teaching his word, doing his truth. You know what I mean? Being righteous to the best of your abilities. That's crying out for the Lord. Getting back up when you fall, keeping his word pushing, trying to do your best to bid the elect to the marriage. Okay, it says he would deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. And, Israel has enemies. The enemies of Israel is the heathen. When you go to Psalms 85, I think it's the 83rd chapter or 85th chapter, it tells you, man, that the nations were confederate, you know what I mean? And, the nations are likened unto spittle, you know what I mean? The nations are not, the only reason why they have the power and they doing what they're doing now is because the Most High, if you read back in 18, it says, for he that brought these things, these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies. Okay, but he gave, the enemy had, the only reason why they have the power, what I'm trying to say is the only reason why they had the power is because we went off, but originally they were made for our sakes. You know what I mean? They were made for our sakes because Israel is the Lord's portion. Okay. As Baruch 4 and 24, it says, like as now the neighbors of the Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they shortly, so shall they see shortly your salvation from my power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. So then the neighbors of Zion, the heathen nations have seen our captivity and had a hand in our captivity as well. But the scripture says, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. So they're going to see shortly that the power is coming. Okay, because they've been in power for a minute. You know what I mean? Not for the majority of the time, but they had a little run. But their run is actually getting ready to be over, and that's why you see everything being emmed up. That's why you got racial war tensions, right? That's why you have, you know, you go on your nearest freeway, you see nothing but Trump debate, Trump supporters with Trump written all over their car and this and that, and it was to the extent to where they had a fire truck, man, with Trump written all over it. So, these people are now getting bold, man, and it's getting ready to be that time. It's getting ready to get down to that time, and you can read about that time in Second Ezra, the 15th and the 16th chapter. Okay, it says, my children suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. See, the wrath came from the Most High, but through the heathen. Okay, don't forget that, because they may boast and be like, oh, so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Mexicans are the lowest, people on earth. But, when we went off, we didn't have a power. Our power wasn't dealing with us like that when we went off. You know what I mean? And the only reason why they have the power is because we went off. Period. But now the power coming back. Now that you got the men waking up, enough is enough now. Okay, and things are starting to change, and that's why you see all this is going on. That's why the tension is getting thick. Everything is just getting more serious now. It says, my children suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. So shortly we will see his destruction. We will see the heathen's destruction and tread upon their neck. And whoever got an issue with that, you don't know scripture. You don't know the Lord. Because you shouldn't have no issue with that. You shouldn't have no issue with seeing the downfall of your enemy after all the years he didn't beat and turned us into something that we not, and made us believe that we are less than what we really are. You know what I mean? And took the images and changed it, and manipulated everything, and took our name and took our riches. You know what I mean? And put us in a bondage and raped our women and gave them this philosophy that being a prostitute can be, is the way to go. Breaking the men down to where men are feminine, and fighting different things, and separating children from. It's just a whole lot of things that has happened that you're going to be repaid back for. Okay, because when you had your time, and with your time, what'd you do with it? What did you do with it? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, so that's why the earth is mourning right now. You proved that you were the wicked. Ain't no way around it. You proved that you were the wicked. Let me go down, man. It says, take good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee, which is the Most High Yahweh. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. So miserable are they that afflicted thee. Now check this out. It says, miserable are the cities which thy children served. Man, listen, right? What happened in ancient Egypt, right? It was plagued, right? Now what's happening with modern Egypt that we in now is about to be plagued. Well, it's going through certain plagues right now, but even more. And the ultimate plague is going to be them nukes, because scriptures say that I will plague Egypt as before. Okay, when you go into Second Ezra, it says, miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, ain't nothing goes without, they ain't getting off scot-free. Ain't no scot-free. Ain't no, you're not getting off. You're going to have to pay for what you've done, period, man. From the times of old to up until that day where the switch is turned on for us. Okay, it's 35. It says, "For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time." Man, that is America, man, to a T, because he even tells you that in Revelation, the 18th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? This is, I'm telling you. I mean, it's plain as day. The scriptures is plain as day. We here to explain it to you. Listen, this is the youngest, most powerful kingdom. And it's not like that on accident. It was prophesied that it was going to happen in the scriptures. It was prophesied that it was going to happen. And guess what? It happened. But it's also prophesied that it's going to be destroyed. So guess what's happening now? It's getting destroyed. That's why you see this, everything is out of whack. From the food, women, the politics, the laws, everything. It's falling on down. Because it was never meant to last. It was just meant to be a punishment. Okay? I'm going to say that again. It wasn't meant to last. It was just meant to be a punishment. But you know what it is meant to last? The kingdom is meant to last. Okay? Because that's peace. You know, it's ultimate power and ultimate rulership. And we're going to show you how to rule. Lord willing, I'll take part of that. Part in the kingdom. Okay? So with that, man, Lord willing, video was edifying. Lord willing, you brothers got something from this video. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing. Brothers, you know, hopefully I can motivate brothers to do videos and to answer any questions that IK might have. That's why we do these videos, to edify the potential elect, man, you know. So with that, man, Lord willing, was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing. I want to say shalom, Maki. Shalom.